Ryan and I met on an online dating site. He seemed like a good catch. After 4 months, I began to see a different side of Ryan.
You're just completely disregarding a point that I was making.
Ryan's a narcissist. He is very full of himself. I always say it's the Ryan show.
I gotta admit that I enjoy the drama we have.
I feel he's the master manipulator. He will twist what I say.
What? What are you talking about?
When I try to talk with Ryan, he doesn't listen.
Danielle can be needy.
Ryan's controlling in all aspects of his life. Ryan definitely knows how to push my buttons. He said that I was fat and that I was not attractive as some other people. When he makes comments about my weight, it makes me feel more insecure. Ryan has called me fat while I've been pregnant. One time we were having a conversation and he threw in that his weight max limit was 130 pounds. At the time I was 133 pounds. I felt like I was not good enough. I'm concerned that Ryan is currently cheating on me. Ryan has admitted that he cheated on every other girlfriend he's been with. He has compared me to other girls and their sex lives. It is very offensive. I do fear if Ryan doesn't change that I may be forced to make a decision to leave him.
My message to Danielle is to stay with me or leave me, but don't expect me to change. What do you want me to do, scream at you? I understand that Danielle wants a more compassionate person, but that's just not who I am. I get in the moment and I get carried away. I'm like a train moving 100 miles an hour and Danielle's like a train going 40. I don't like to bend, I like to do my own thing. Once I feel I've reached a point in the argument where I know I can't win, I would rather just destroy everything around me. If Danielle's suffering from the decisions that I've made, then so be it. I've never made it easy for any of my girlfriends. They just need to like the values that I stand for. When I first met Danielle, I told her I was attracted to girls about 130 pounds to help keep her within that navigational beacon. If Danielle can't accept who I am, then she needs to move on. The only thing that could go wrong in the relationship now is if Danielle were to try and withhold sex as leverage. If Danielle ever gave me an ultimatum of change or she's leaving, I'd say don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Well, that's charming. So, does this seem reasonable to you?
To me, it seems very reasonable. To me.
To you?
To me.
Uh-huh. Do you think a woman with reasonable self-esteem and reasonable self-worth would take an unbalanced relationship like that and consider it to be okay, acceptable?
I do not. It's usually just a matter of time before they figure that out.
Before they figure what out?
Before they figure out that this is not normal.
Yeah.
That this guy's definitely not like I thought.
So you think you're abnormal?
Absolutely.
How would you describe that abnormality?
Well, I've looked up some things. I've talked to many counselors. A lot of them throw their hands up. You know, they get a little bit intimidated by, you know, and I'm a long talk. I'll talk for long, you know, periods of time, and I don't think I've hung in with one long enough for them to point a finger at me and call me anything or write anything down that I've caught wind of.
I'm saying, what do you think?
There's been many a times I've caught people a certain way where they can't really socialize with me because they're intimidated by the way I look at the world. It's not, you know, and then you see the way they are, you read people's thoughts, you see the way they look at you, and you start to decide that maybe you're just not like other people. But I still have a pulse, I have children. It's a matter of sailing the ship, knowing that the mast and the sails are tattered, and just doing the best you can with what you can. Mm-hmm. So I believe I have good intentions, but it's not as easy as trying to stifle all these problems.
Well, I've got some questions for you.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my best to not be intimidated by you.
Sure.
I'm gonna hang in there as best I can.
All right.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.